and welcome to today's episode. As we approach retirement, the promise of having more time to do the things we really want can be an exciting one. Ian Henry, Managing Director of Leisure Holidays, Hello and welcome to today's episode. As we approach retirement, the promise of having more time to do the things we really want can be an exciting one. Ian Henry, Managing Director of Leisure Holidays, tells us about the service they offer that's particularly suited to those wishing to travel during their retirement.
Today's retired people are probably more active than they were 30, 40 years ago. With healthier lifestyles, longer life. So holidays are an important way of ensuring that you have a fulfilling retirement. People have more time, more money, although some people may find times harder, but coach holidays themselves actually offer good value and an economical way of seeing many places. It is important really for a fulfilling lifestyle during retirement. Well, Leisure Holidays is a privately owned holiday company. We specialise in escorted tours by coach, predominantly to Europe, but also worldwide, and a few holidays in the UK. We're very involved, hands-on, all the people who own and run the company with the holidays that we operate. We also, as directors, ensure that we travel regularly into Europe on the tours to the destinations, see the excursions, see the hotels that we use. So we're hands-on, so we know what holidays we're offering, and we're quite confident that the customer is going to get the holiday that they expect and deserve. Our motto is that we make it easy for people to travel. So we pick people up in a local joining point. We have over 490 throughout the UK that we pick up regularly on a weekly basis. So people join their coach and close to home. We take them down to the Channel port, help them with their luggage to get onto the coach that is taking them to their holiday destination. And then the holiday that we actually offer is pretty much of an inclusive holiday, includes excursions. We also offer optional excursions, which gives customers the chance to do their own thing or join in and sort of have the insight to the destination where they're going. We also specialise in battlefield tours, and that type of thing gives you an enthusiasm to keep going because you want to spread the message to people, let the customer be enthused by what enthuses us. That's what would drive me.
Retired people have a lot of time. I envy them because they get the chance to travel. Which is one of my great passions. In fact, all the directors here love to travel, and we go out on our holidays to make sure that they are good enough for our customers. If they're good enough for us, then hopefully they'll be good enough for our customers. The beauty of our type of coach holidays that you can either go for a shorter time that you want on one of our short breaks, which may be 3, 4, 5, even 6 days, or you can go for a much longer tour. It's really how adventurous you feel. You might just have a little bit of time where you want to get a quick getaway, a little bit of a weekend away, so you could just hop across the channel with us. We take you to somewhere like Bruges or Ostend, Paris. You can still see a lot in that 3 or 4 days, and the good thing is you're seeing a lot along the way as well, which is one of the benefits of a coach holiday. It's not getting on an aircraft, being in a sort of tin box for a few hours and then you get off at the other end and you could be anywhere. You've actually seen the whole journey and all the landmarks along the way. Europe is so diverse. There are very familiar things in Europe, places we're used to visiting, such as France. But Europe also includes places like Russia, Romania, Bulgaria. These are all places that you can visit on a leisure holiday. It's a treasure trove. I mean, just take Italy, for example. I never get tired of going to Italy. It's probably our most popular destination because it has so much to offer, not just in terms of the variation of scenery. I mean, we can do tours which include volcanoes. We can do tours which include classical Roman architecture. We can go to Florence, you can see Michelangelo's work. The cuisine is exquisite. Never get tired of going to Italy. I mean, we do have customers who've been with us 30 and 40 times. But I would find it difficult to believe that somebody had seen everything that Europe had to offer, or could ever tire of finding new things. And that's what we try to do. We try and give people new experiences, experiences of different cultures, different landscapes, different architecture, if you like. Cultural experiences is what it's about, really.
Well, we retired when we were 60, weren't we? That was about
15
years
15
ago.
years, yeah.
And yeah, we do take, we've always had holidays, but we're taking more now, little short holidays and that like. But yeah, we've done quite a few, haven't we?
Well, we tend to go more now, since we're retired. You know, we're not working and that, you know, it's fitting the timing.
Many people find that retirement changes their ideas about what they want from a holiday. Some prefer to travel more frequently, taking short trips to a variety of different places rather than one longer trip in the summer months. There's a huge range of options for people who'd like to take regular trips abroad or in the UK.
Many people who on the alternative type of holiday, travelling by air, there's all the hassle that you have with security, going through all the airport machines, check-in processes, everything to do with that. Whereas a coach holiday, you get on in your local town, close to home, and really everything's taken care of for you all the way through until you arrive into your destination hotel. Luggage is transferred into your room for you. But equally each day, things are taken care of in terms of excursions. It's all planned for you. But one of the key things that we actually do ensure with our holidays is, whilst it's planned and it's organised, it also allows plenty of flexibility for the customer to ensure that they can do what they want to do each day, but within a framework of things that are arranged for them.
On a coach journey, you experience so many different things than you would if you were just getting to a destination. There's the scenery is one of the main things. Obviously, you get time to relax on the coach and actually take in the scenery. Also, the coach journeys, they take you to places that you wouldn't perhaps go to independently. We try to visit lots of different places. Something that we probably wouldn't think about booking as an individual person going to independently there. So they experience so many different things on the coach journey. You read about so many different places, you see them on the TV and in films, but when you can actually experience them, Rome is one place that we've experienced quite recently, and that was absolutely fantastic. So yes, everything is within reach really from the UK ports.
We went to Ireland, and that were nice. And people on coach, them who look after you, stewards and that, they were very nice. Played games and passed time on and that,
Plus scenery and that.
Scenery and that.
Nice places.
They were all right.
We have a wide variety of customers, all different ages from all over the UK. We also have customers from far afield, Australia, Canada. We've got quite a few of those as well. As I say, all sorts of ages, because we do such a variety of different tours. We've got Disney's for the younger side of the holidays, and then we've got Europe, obviously, and further afield. And from 30 onwards for those.
Well, Leisure Holidays, we offer a wide variety of tours. If you to look at our tours, we've sort of lakes and mountains destinations in the Alps, grand explorer holidays to sort of far-flung destinations within Europe, as far as Russia, etc. Recently, I've travelled down to Spain and Portugal, northern Spain, which is a relatively unknown area to the British traveller, but there's got lots of great sightseeing, lovely towns, some old, some modern. But just a very enjoyable place and particularly nice because it's not too well known, and therefore it's not sort of got the egg and chips signs outside restaurants, etc. It's genuine local cuisine and local atmosphere.
Well, I've worked for Leisure Holidays for 15 years, so I've been on at least a coach trip each year. I've been here. both with my family and independently as well. I've been all over Europe. Before working for Leisure, I wouldn't have dreamt of going to some of the places that I've visited. Austria is one of my favourite places. This year we actually did Paris this year as well, and did Versailles as part of that trip, and that was absolutely fantastic. It seemed to fit so much into such a short break.
We have very, very professional and talented drivers, and they host each tour from start to finish. They not only drive, they look after our customers along the way, and they're very, very knowledgeable. A lot of our drivers have worked for us for a long time. They've been all over Europe. They have a lot of knowledge to impart. Where we go to an individual city or sightseeing venue, then we will use the local guides. So they're experts in that locality, and they will come onto the coach and tell people about the destination. And then quite often we'll do a walking tour or a drive around a particular city, and people will get the detailed information from the local guides.
Retirement can offer fresh challenges. With the means and a little of the spirit of adventure, you can, at your own pace and convenience, start planning to explore the world.
The financial world has obviously made people look at their budgets and ensure that they're getting good value for money. And I think Coach Holidays do offer good value for money, particularly when you actually add up all of the extras that you would be paying yourself if you were to arrange a holiday on your own, such as excursions, visits, transfers, meals, all of those things that probably aren't on the face price of another type of holiday are usually included in a coach tour, and particularly with Leisure Holidays we do include those type of things.
Well, one of the things that we've introduced in the last few years is our Silver Service. These are specially designed vehicles, coaches, which have extra legroom, specially designed seats, with drop-down tables and footrests. Uniquely for us, they have a lounge in the rear where passengers can go and chat to each other. There's books and magazines in there that they can read. We also have free personal headphones for in-seat entertainment. So if the drivers put a DVD to watch, then you can use the headphones to watch it. But if you just want to sleep or you want to read, then you're not interrupted. You can just take the headphones off. 9 out of 10 of our customers upgrade to Silver Service. When you go on a coach holiday, generally speaking, they are very much appealing to the 50-plus age group. I always think, well, by the time you get to your 50s, and that includes me, you've done all the lying on a beach for 2 weeks, although that still appeals, but you do actually want to go out and see things. As I said before, most people have got a bucket list of places that they really would like to see, and a coach holiday like ours enables you to tick all those places off in a shortish period of time. And yes, it's comforting to know that you're going to be with like-minded people, that, you know, because, for example, you're travelling outside of the school holidays, there aren't going to be huge numbers of families travelling with small children to disrupt things, shall we say.
I find them more an education than a holiday.
Oh, they
It's
are,
amazing
aren't they?
what you can pick up, and quite often when I come back I'll research something that I've heard about that I never knew before. You know, it creates a lot more interest in your life, especially when you're retired, I suppose. Yeah, when you're at work, you haven't got time to do all that, but yeah, it does create a lot more interest, I think.
We offer a number of ways to make a booking to suit different people and the way they most feel comfortable. Yeah, and people can always come into the office and book face to face. That's a great way to do it, and we would encourage people to come in and do that. You know, we've got a battlefield programme that's really popular. and that used to be a small section in our brochure. It's now got a dedicated brochure and a lot of interest in those tours.
The initial part of it is obviously making the phone call into us, making the booking. We try to introduce different tours to the customers when they call into us. They ask us questions about the tours. What we try to do is we actually try to make it as stress-free as we possibly can.
You know from more or less door to door that everything's organised. You haven't got any hassle at all, have you?
No.
Aren't you? That's what we appreciate about it.
The coach holidays for me, for a retired person, means that you're actually going to meet other people and experience things with other people. Sometimes when you go into retirement and you're away from a working environment, to actually come and meet other people and talk to other people and experience different cultures as well, and different lifestyles. I think the retired person takes it on board more and really, sort of like embraces it as they're on the holidays. So I think that's one of the main things for a retired, why it's good for a retired person to go on our holidays. There's just so much to offer them.
That's one of the main parts,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Meeting new people and
Yes, when you
new ways of life that people live.
when you're together 24 hours a day, it is nice to go on holidays and meet other people. Not that we don't see people as well, but to go on holiday with another group that are like-minded and are going to, wanting to do
Yeah.
the same thing. So you've plenty to talk about while you're
Lots
away.
of different forms of conversation, and you become a close-knit family really on a coach holiday especially.
Yeah.
Whereas on a fly stay, you don't get to know people really, but it makes all that difference, coach.
Our Grand Explorer tours are very popular. They tend to be between 12 and 19 days long, so they're quite a long holiday, and they're what we call progressive tours. That means that you will go to lots of different places along the way. You may stay 1, 2 or 3 nights in each destination. I'll give you an example. We have a tour called our Grand Russian Explorer. You will take the coach through Northern Europe, so your first stop will be in Berlin, great capital city, lots of history. You spend some time there sightseeing, and then you'll move on up through Belarus into Russia, so you get time to spend in Moscow, then on to St. Petersburg with its beautiful buildings. Then you head north up to Helsinki in Finland, across into Sweden to Stockholm, down to Copenhagen in Denmark, and then back down through Northern Europe and Belgium back to the UK. So that's a kind of once in a lifetime journey. I think most people these days have a bucket list, all these places that they want to visit at some point in their life. We try and facilitate that on our Grand Explorer tours. I call them experience more tours. They will be very difficult to put together yourself. You imagine what I've just described, trying to do it independently. We make it very, very easy to do, even down to helping you sort of get your visas and that type of thing. And you're doing it in a very safe and secure way. It's fully escorted, but we try and give you as much time as possible to do what you want to do, so you don't feel as though you're pressured into doing things as a group all the time. There is time for you to explore independently as well. Coach holidays are ideal for people who have to travel or wish to travel on their own. It's a very safe and secure way of going on holiday. Many of our customers, particularly female customers, feel a little bit daunted when they find themselves in a position where they have to make a decision about where to go on holiday, perhaps after bereavement or divorce. We have a special programme of single traveller holidays. These are specially designed for people who wish to travel alone. You are picked up at your home and transported to the joining point with the coach, so that's very safe and secure. Then you join the tour and you're with like-minded people, other single travellers. It's the opportunity to make friends. The tours are fully hosted. There are icebreaker events which you can choose to attend or not, and you can spend as much or as little time with the other members of the party as you wish. But you're going to get the full Leisure Holidays experience of seeing lots of great sightseeing, going to different countries, and you're with like-minded people in a very safe and secure environment.
I was quite surprised actually on some of them, the amount of people that do go on their own. I've tried to put myself in the same position, would I do it, you know, and I think, yeah, I would if I was on my own.
Yeah, we've met a lot. Ladies, more ladies. I
Ladies
think,
more than men, I think, yeah.
that have
Yeah.
that have been prepared to go on their own, whether they feel it a secure group, being on a coach with other people. I think that's probably it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is about about companionship, because it's a great way to meet people and to share the experience of going on a tour. It's the convenience of being picked up in your local town. For the longer duration tours as well, we offer a door-to-door service, which means that you're not lugging your own cases. So that's a great selling point as well. And you get to see all the key things in certain destinations because it's guided. You know that you're not going to miss out, and that everything's catered for.
What's more, you get your own room and there is no single supplement, which is obviously a bit of a bugbear for people who travel on their own, because most holidays are designed for twin share. We've identified the fact that there are a lot of people who think that's a little bit unfair, and we agree with them. Sometimes it's nothing that we can do about it, but wherever possible we like to enable our single travellers to be able to go on holiday and get a fair deal. That's why we offer the Single Traveller programme. So your own room, no single supplement, door-to-door service. It's a great way to dip your toe back into travel if you find yourself having to travel alone. If the programme that we offer on our Single Traveller holidays hasn't got something that takes your fancy, a lot of our single traveller guests travel on our normal coach holidays. And again, we offer a good deal for them on those holidays too. We offer no or very low single supplement. So there's no sort of barrier to people travelling with us just because they happen to be travelling on their own.
We've travelled the world really, so the world's your oyster when you're retired, I think.